Assalamu alaikum. 1 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. President says following improvement in security situation, over 2 million tourists have visited Gilgit-Baltistan this year. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information has urged world community to raise voice against worst human rights violations in occupied Kashmir. Russia has expressed commitment to expand cooperation with Pakistan in different sectors, including the industrial sector. In Somalia, 5 militants have been killed in Mogadishu. And now the news in detail. President Arif Alvi has said tourism is promoting in Pakistan following improvement in security situation and the defeat inflicted to the terrorists by the security forces. He was addressing a photo exhibition organized by Pakistan National Council of Arts in Islamabad today. He stressed that art and craft should be used to portray the beautiful face of Pakistan in the outside world. Referring to the Indian posture against minorities, especially Muslims, the president said Modi government will never succeed its sordid designs of writing off Muslims from the history of subcontinent. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting Firdaus Ashikawan has urged world community to raise voice against worst human rights violations in occupied Kashmir and Indian controversial citizenship legislation. In a series of tweets today, she said the citizenship bill has proven false India's so-called claims of being a democratic and secular state. She said this legislation is a blow to the rights of minorities and speaks volume of Modi government's enmity towards the Muslims. The special assistant said this is not a legislation but a sorted plot to impose Hindutva mindset on the entire region. This also amounts to interference in the internal matters of neighboring countries. Russia expressed the commitment to expand cooperation with Pakistan in different sectors, including the industrial sector. The commitment was expressed by Russian Trade Minister Denis Valentinovich during the sixth meeting of Pakistan-Russia Intergovernmental Commission at the Foreign Office in Islamabad today. The Russian Trade Minister said Pakistan Steel Mills was established with the cooperation of Russian experts. He said we will extend cooperation to Pakistan to revive the steel mills and enhance its productivity. The Russian delegation also expressed interest in building geological capacity of Pakistan, apart from building North-South gas pipeline. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has arrived in Riyadh on one-day visit to Saudi Arabia. During his stay, the foreign minister will hold talks with his Saudi counterpart and other important leaders on the entire spectrum of bilateral relations. The foreign minister will also apprise the Saudi leadership about the prevailing situation in occupied Kashmir. The visit of the foreign minister is aimed at broadening bilateral relations between the two countries in diverse fields. Islamabad High Court has accepted bail plea of PPP co-chairperson Asif Ali Zardari on medical grounds. The bail was granted on surety bonds of 10 million rupees. United States Representative Brad Sherman has announced that members of the U.S. House Subcommittee on Asia will be briefed on the prevailing situation in Indian-occupied Kashmir by top U.S. State Department officials tomorrow. In a message shared on Twitter, Sherman, a Democrat serving the San Fernando area of California, said that top intelligence officials will also be part of the classified briefing that is open to other members of the House. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has showed hope that North Korea would not carry out a nuclear or long-range missile test. Addressing a joint news conference with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Washington, Pompeo said that the United States is trying to develop places where we can communicate with North Korea. In Somalia, 5 al-Shabaab militants have been killed during an attack on a Sahel hotel near the presidential residence in Mogadishu. International Mountains Day is being observed today across the world, including Pakistan, to raise awareness about the importance of mountains. In the first day of first test against Pakistan in Rawalpindi, Sri Lanka were 103 for 1 a short while ago. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.